Good evening, you guys, and good day to our friends in Australia. It's the afternoon over there. So we're so glad you guys are here. Tonight we have Jessica Kiss speaking to us about next level branding and marketing yourself on social media. So I'm going to turn it right over to her so we can get started.
Thank you. All right, I'm excited for tonight because I feel like this is a great topic with all of us trying to figure out exactly how we're going to navigate our business during these crazy times in our world with COVID. I feel like marketing, your branding yourself, attraction marketing, I feel like it's all kind of the same thing when you're talking about social media, right? You don't want to just post, here's a warmer for sale. It's $35, who wants one, right? So like if you just have a picture of the warmer in the background and you post something that has nothing to do with Scentsy, that would be considered attraction marketing. And when you talk about branding, so that might be a t-shirt that you wear, if you have a tumbler for your water bottle or whatever, maybe you've branded the back of your car. So any Scentsy consultant can do those things or have those things, but what can you do? Who are you to, what's going to attract your customers and your future team members to you? So you have to figure out kind of what your own brand is outside of Scentsy. Yes, you want people to think of Scentsy when they think of you, but there have to be other things besides Scentsy that's going to attract those people to you. So I have chosen 3 people, so I'm excited for this, and I'm going to share my screen with 3 people who are not in our group at all, but they're really good. When you hear their name, you think Scentsy, but then you think specific things after that. You might not know them, but when I show you their Facebook, they don't even know that we're going to be creeping on them tonight. But when I show you, you're going to see exactly like that's who they are, right? And there's a rule whenever you're posting on social media, especially Facebook. It's an 80-20 rule. I've heard that since I started Scentsy 7 years ago. So when you're posting on your Facebook social media account, you want to do 80% personal and 20% Scentsy. So you just kind of want to sprinkle the Scentsy in there so you're not being salesy and spammy all the time. A VIP group that's private with people who are purchasing from you, that's different. But if you have an Instagram where it's personal, all this info is going to kind of like go across the board for social media. So I'm going to, like, before I even show you exactly what I'm talking about, I'm going to throw out a challenge. So you don't have to do it while we're on here tonight, but within the next 24 hours, try to do this. Think of 3 to 5 things that you are. So it could be a specific dog breed. It could be your kids and something that they're really into, so you're really into it. Because if we have kids, that seems to be that kind of rules the world, right? Like a specific craft, like if you sew stuff and you make something, you paint furniture, like maybe you get furniture off the free tree out of people's trash and you go home and you make it beautiful with chalk paint, or a lot of people do that kind of stuff. Like, who are you? So for me, my brand outside of Scentsy would be, I'm obsessed with coffee. So like on my VIP page, I post something almost every morning about coffee. Like, to give you an example, like today it was like the Good Witch from the Wizard of Oz, and it says like, you can come out now, I've had my coffee, like something funny, because you can't, even in a VIP page, you can't just post Scentsy if you want a good VIP page, which, by the way, everyone should have a private VIP page right now, only for the people who are actively buying from you, but that's like a whole nother conversation. So for me, it's coffee, it's Target. I go to Target like 3, not anymore, but I'm doing the pickup thing, Target 3 to 4 times a week. Maybe a little sprinkle of like Taco Tuesday in there because I'm obsessed with tacos. I actually had it for dinner, Taco Tuesday. And then I always, every week, am posting about horses because my daughter takes horseback riding lessons. So people always will be like tagging me in horse stuff, even though I'm not even the one who rides the horses, but I love that she does. And I'm there. I don't miss it. I've never missed one. And then I try to like do on my VIP page, like home decor. So that's kind of like who I am. people tag me in like articles about Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts and things like that. So they get to like know who you are. So you kind of, and it, whatever you choose for yourself, only choose the non-controversial, I don't even know how to say it. Someone help me. Controversial. I can't say the word, but like not a bad topic where people don't agree and they argue about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Politics and that sort of thing. Especially it's hard right now. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. Happy things. Who are you? What do you like? And once you figure that out and you can kind of hone in on it and use that on your social media, people will like, your vibe attracts your tribe. I know you've heard that before. So customers, team members that are going to join your team in the future, that sort of thing. Let me just make sure before I show you exactly what I'm talking about. So I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to figure out how to do this because I opened the chat. I'm going to share my screen.
It's allowing you to share from the bottom. We forgot to test it before we started recording.
No, it does. I just opened the chat and so oh, it did say you disabled and I can't share.
Okay, so let me change you to the host.
Okay.
Try now.
Okay, hold on. Yep. All right, so here we go. And I think I minimized this and then, okay, so the first person I'm going to show you is Carol. And so just so you know, and I'm sure you all know this, but whenever you look at someone's Facebook page on a computer, it looks different than if you're on the phone. The phone, it's even bigger because you'll see like, see this section that I'm running my mouse over here on the left? Do you guys see that? Lisa, I see your face. Do you see my mouse moving? Okay, I'm like, shake yes. Okay, so this section, you can actually put whatever you decide your thing is going to be, whatever your vibe is, whoever you are, like people, mine has my website. So like, I'm going to learn something from my own research tonight because I was just like, okay, 3 people who I know are really good at branding went and found their Facebook so I could show you. They all have this where they've written out, so she's a wax boss, building a global empire, teaching people to dream big, and she's a strong woman. Okay, so I wrote down before even looking at her Facebook what her brand is. The other thing really quickly that you get to choose on your Facebook are these top 9 pictures. And keep in mind, it looks better on the phone, and that's where most people are using Facebook. So you can write her name down and go back and look at her Facebook from your phone and see that these things are what's at the very top of it. So for her, what I wrote down that her brand is weight loss. She's lost a lot of weight. She's a heavy weightlifter, so she's always talking about all these things. And I mean, hello, women from time to time become like obsessed with losing 10 pounds, losing a lot of pounds, however much we like to lose weight from time to time. So then she's like a heavy weightlifter, like she's super duper strong and she's just trying to be stronger and stronger. And so that's fun and cool. Like, who doesn't want to go back and check out her progress? She's really funny and she keeps it real, which to me means she cusses, right? Like, and she's not shy about it. So, so we're going to scroll through her Facebook. So first of all, you know, you notice her banner, she's branded, her profile picture, she has Scentsy in it. So yes, she's a Scentsy consultant, but who else is she? So you go down, you see her main pictures, it's mostly Scentsy. So I find myself using the word shit show significantly more than I used to. So that's just who she is. She's really funny. She didn't post this thing in my computer. So there you go. Like, this was posted yesterday. Her progress from what she used to look like, and now she's strong, right? And she's lost weight. And, you know, so you could go through and scroll. She sprinkles Scentsy in there along with who she is. So there's the whiff box. Sorry. When all my people
Carol's funny.
Yes.
So when I need to laugh, I go straight to Carol's page. She will have the memes that you are all embarrassed to post. And I am guilty. I send her the meme I see that I would never repost, but I'll see that she does.
Yeah, like this one, whenever you feel powerless. Okay, So you get the idea with her. So now the next person I'm going to do, I don't even know what's happening here. Because I can't, ooh, let's see. Her name is Rachel Pence. And so what I think about for her is, what did I write down before looking? Well, so I cheated and I wrote down what she already had wrote. So she writes down that she's a Jesus #1 fan, a homesteader, a mini farmer, and a do-it-yourself person. So with her, I know that she lives in a tiny house. I know that all of her pictures look exactly the same, and I'm going to share her secret with you. So again, her banner here, it's motivational. Her picture changed from yesterday to today, but look at her. So here's her little intro. Again, mine is my website, so I'm gonna need to work on that, but look at her pictures. So it says, it's hard on the computer to see it, but maybe I can click on them and show you. Sorry, I am this computer. So it says she's a wax boss, a wifey to Tyler. She's a leader, she's a world traveler. And so she made these pictures because you get to choose what your top 9 pictures are. So you don't have to make collages like that, but you can. I've seen other people make really fun ones. So this is her 2 hours ago going with her kids, sprinkling Scentsy onto her page. But like I said, she is really into decorating and they do it themselves. They live in a tiny house on a farm, like they have chickens and stuff like that. And so she probably like made these shelves or something. So it says like that she's obsessing over her new warmers. Anyway, she paints her walls all the time. But see how her pictures, all the color or like the filter, if you will, all looks the same. See, look how cool her pictures are. Like that looks like a professional picture of her kid. Like her kids are really, you know, she's always redecorating the room, and see how it has the salt rock warmer in there. So she's not talking about Scentsy, but that warmer is sticking out plain as day in her daughter's nursery, right? So that's attraction marketing. You're posting Scentsy, but you are not coming out and just trying to sell the salt rock warmer. So see her filter for her vegetables that she got from her own garden on her little mini farm. They all look the same. She pays for a service called Light, L-I-G-H-T, and Airy. It's like $40 a year, and you get to pick the filter so all of your pictures look the same color, like the same, you know, filter. Because these pictures are coming from Instagram, and that's another conversation too. You can have your Instagram pictures. When you upload it to Instagram, it automatically posts to your Facebook, and that's what she does. So her Instagram, the filters, it's a really good brand. Because by the way, I didn't even write this down to say this, but you want to pick a color scheme for your brand. So if you're making an Instagram, you want it to look aesthetically pleasing, or, you know, if you could go look her up on Instagram as well. Her name is Rachel Pence, and you can see her name up at the top right here, Rachel Pence. So that's her brand. And so people who like gardening, people, you know, who like farming and that sort of thing, they're going to follow her. Every time I put, okay, so the next person is Laura Godwin. Sorry, okay. So for her, I wrote down she's inspirational. Being inspirational is part of her brand. She loves God. She's a CrossFit person, and she always talks about her 2 handsome men. So I don't know, I didn't cheat on this one, but you can see her intro section is she's a God girl, a homeschooler, a CrossFit coach, a superstar director, and she's maxed out her friends list is what that says. Okay, so there's her top 9 pictures. So she has her animals, her 2 handsome men, and then probably maybe something to do with, I don't know what that is actually. Okay, so let's scroll through her Facebook. So best thing that happened to you today. So she's being inspirational. another inspirational quote, sprinkle of Scentsy, because remember, you're keeping an 80-20 rule. And just, my internet is always slow at night because everyone is on here. More inspiration. So a lot of inspiration, but I guarantee if I scrolled for long enough, I would find pictures of her husband and her son. She's a homeschooler, so she, you know, her kiddo's always home with her. But anyway, you get the idea. I'm gonna stop now. So hopefully that helped, trying to see other people and how they do it, because they're really good at it. So again, your challenge is to think of 3 to 5 things who you are. And once you figure that out, it makes posting on any social media platform so much easier. And that's really it. Does anybody have any idea of who they are? Like one thing, like somebody give me one thing that comes to mind, like immediately when I said 3 to 5 things, what comes to mind who you are? Okay, Marie.
Dogs, miniature pinchers.
There you go. See? And then you can take it even a step further and go join all the mini pincher groups. And when those people, like, you become friends with them, you'll be able to, they'll, like, your vibe will attract your tribe. Like, you'll sprinkle Scentsy in and you'll have those new friends. Lisa, did you have one?
Great Day Mom and Soccer Mom.
See? Yes, and they have a group for everything. So you go and you become Facebook friends. That's how, you know, they say you should meet 2 new people a day. This is how you're going to meet your 2 new people during COVID, is through Facebook groups of things that you already love. That's really it. You go, you change your intro on your Facebook, you change your top 9 pictures. Before you do that, you decide who you are, what you want people to be attracted to about you, and then you run with it on all. It could be Pinterest, it can be Instagram, Facebook, all of those places, any other social media.
And I think that's a great place to start, because as you're trying to figure out your brand and what you want your page to look like, start right with those few action items, like identify just 2 or 3 things in that intro, and then pick 9 of your favorite photos that are already there and check it off your list. That is like the first place to start. And then just start surfing some different things that are in your life. I'm going to stop the recording. So if you're watching the recording, we would love for you to join us live Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll post the time zone changes for you, or Thursday morning for coffee conversations at 10 a.m. Eastern. So join us live, or don't hang up though, because I'm just going to stop the recording.